So I got this amplifier in for service. It's a Crate V50. I don't know what year these came out or anything, but I've already turned it on and checked it out. Seems like one of the speakers is low in volume. Works, but low in volume. The effects don't work at all. The pots are a little scratchy, a couple of them. The amp does work, but the effects doesn't work at all. And we're gonna try to see what we can do with it. Alright, take it out of the box.
Stop the video and continue.
Alright, so we got the back off. And this is what it looks like. Ye gods. The effects board is over here. Bunch of chips. I don't know much about chips. I'm not seeing anything burned or anything like that. These capacitors on this effects board look like they might be a little bulgy. A couple of them. But probably gonna have to take it totally out of the box. Alright, so we got the chassis out of the box. Just looking around, looking at things, and I noticed on this gray strand here, it's kind of pretty loose in the socket there. One side of it. Pretty loose in the socket. There's the selector switch that runs over to the board for the effects. Check this side of it. Oh, it's kind of loose too. And looks like I can get to the pots to clean them out a little bit. I'll have to stand it up on one end. But if it's a chip that's controlling these effects, like one of these socket chips or something like that, then no, I can't fix that. He said the presence doesn't work at all, which is up here. That might just be a dirty pot though. A couple of the pots are scratchy. Well, we'll see what we can do with it.
Garbage.
Best just to gut it and build a real tube amp in it.
You go offend somebody with that.
Probably. Alright, well, here we go. Gotta make commentary.
I am not making commentary.
Okay, well, we got the effects working, kind of. They're really weak. And the tubes, it needs a new set of tubes, definitely. There's a lot of hours on these tubes. Can you show the tubes? Yeah. And let's see, let's go back to vibrato because you can hear it the best, I guess. There's fast vibrato. Slow vibrato. I'm not hearing it as well now. There it goes. I think we got some really weak tubes. And let's go to chorus delay and reverb. It's working a little bit. The presence still. Presence is still minimal. The effects level's working better now. You can hear it.
That sounds pretty good. A little bit of scratchy going on in the speakers.
I would bet that the effects board needs new capacitors. And we need a new set of tubes. We'll go to chorus reverb. That seems to be working. Go to T-Wah, whatever T-Wah, it must be some kind of. So what we did is we got in there and we cleaned all the pots and we cleaned the selector switch for the effects, and that seemed to help it a lot. The presence is still kind of minimal. I can hear a tone difference, but it is minimal. Both channels are working.
That sounds cool.
But the effects level seems to be working now since we cleaned the pot. It was kind of scratchy.
It wasn't really working when we first tested it.
Yeah, it wasn't really working, but it seems to be working now for the effects level. And the complaint was that the effects were kind of in and out. But they seem to be. They seem to be solid now. Let's see. Let's go to, on the other side, slap back. Large reverb. Medium reverb. Small reverb. Oh wait, no, bypass. Small reverb. Large reverb. Sounds better. Slap back. Delay. And delay reverb 2. So yeah, the effects seem to all be working. Let's try channel 1 here. Treble. Mid. Bass. Well, everything's working there. Alright. Bypass the effect. Alright. Well, the presence, not quite sure what to do about it. It's working, but it's minimal.
Test some capacitors, see what happens.
But I think I'm going to suggest to the customer that a new set of tubes is needed. Looks like there's a lot of hours on these tubes, and they're all groove tubes, it looks like. They're working fine. No trouble there. Basically, it just needed a good cleaning. And, oops. It could use some new capacitors in the effects board, I think. That would probably help it work a lot better. And that's probably about it. Otherwise, we're good.
Hey, hook it up to the oscilloscope, see what happens.
I don't want to hook it up to the scope. That's too much trouble. Alright, I found something for the customer here. Let's if it'll focus in on it.
Stop moving.
Chassis approved by Tabitha. Well, the customer will know what that is.